Hi, fanatics. So we again doing one of our scent DNA series. Where we focus on a scent DNA that changed the perfume industry. And scent DNA today is the Green Irish Tweed by Creed Scent DNA. And this is a scent launched by Creed in 1985. And most people at least who weren't familiar or couldn't afford Creed scents, never even knew about this scent. Um, but it took the notes, took aquatic notes, green notes, and gave you this ultra classic, clean man scent. What is interesting about this scent is it's likely one of the first controversial issues of clones. Yes, it is. So, the creator of this center for Creed is a person by the name of Pierre Borden. And he and Creed parted ways shortly after the creation of the scent. So, he created this ultra classic in this black bottle, everyday scent, well dressed, casual, smells sophisticated, yet you know it's something that is meant to make you laid back. But he left Creed and he went, or maybe the house of Davidoff. But I think he had some others for this house. So I would say he worked with them also and created the, this ultra classic scent that the masses knew, which was Cool Water for Men. This was launched in 1988, and this instantly became what we could call a cult classic. Every man wore this. If you didn't have that time Cool Water, Juke, Eternity for Men, you weren't one of the cool guys. And this scent profile launched a number of other scents that copied the tone. I would say scents like Tommy Hilfiger and stuff all came out of the background of having this type of scent profile for men. So no longer was those strong leathery scents, green scents, maybe like polo green. It was now cool, relaxed, and yeah, this was the start of that creation of that scent DNA. What's interesting about this is that Pierre went to Davidoff and recreated this scent DNA using a totally different set of notes, actually much more notes than in the Green Irish Tweed. What I would say one of the differences between Cool Water and Green Irish Tweed is Cool Water focuses a lot more on the aquatic aspects. In the dry dog, you get a lot of the similarities, but I would say in the opening, the aquatic notes are much more prominent in Cool Water. And there are also other houses that took the same DNA. And then I was talking about what we might consider classic clone houses. We have Bar number 9, Tresborn. They did a basically same send DNA profile. You have Flores, which is a niche luxury perfume brand out of the UK. They did one called GF. You also have the luxury Middle Eastern house, Royal Crown, and they did one called Rain. So you can see just by it's not just clothes houses that took the same DNA. And I think in the clones, I'm going to highlight at least for this two that I think very good. So let me start with Tresnute because I think Tresnute more copies the cool water profile aspects more than focusing on some of the green aspects of Green Irish Tweed. This was very popular. I think this is one of the other scents that changed people's perception of the quality of fragrances coming out of the Middle East. So this is also one of Amaf's, I would say, very early clones, and together with Club de Nuit Intense and Crease for Men. This also came out as a high quality clone. And basically, what you get is, I would say, almost similar aspects to cool water, almost the same type of performance, I would say. This is one, if you're looking to purchase, you can go the original because both are around the same prices anyway. So there's no really benefit in buying the Middle Eastern clone now. Cool water sells relatively cheaper online now. Some changes in the formulation, but technically, you get similar scent profile to the original. And like I say, both are now almost the same price. However, I even forgot I had this when I was doing my review of the Amber Oud line by Al Haramain. And we have Amber Oud Carbon Edition, which is a clone of Green Irish Tweed. And I could tell you, it's a very good clone of Green Irish Tweed. A lot of people don't speak about it simply because it was one of the harder Amber Oud to get, and it's relatively costs lots more. So this is easily in the 50 US to 60 US range. You used to get 200 mLs before. Most of them you don't see anymore. I don't know whether they still continuing producing the line because not every of the online suppliers I see have the Amber Wood Carbon Edition. But this is really high quality clone of Green Irish Tweed. Again, it focuses a lot on the green aspects, but it doesn't use some of the notes in Green Irish Tweed. Right? One of the key notes in Green Irish Tweed that gives you that nice green aspect, especially opening, is a flower called vervain. And what a lot of the clothes have done is use the scent profile or note profile in the cool water, which usually is blending in lavender and roseberry to give you that kind of similar scent profile as the vervain. Some of them add some sage also. But one of the notable differences in this is the amber oud carbon is a little brighter than the green Irish tweed, simply because they added bergamot into the mix. So it stays a little brighter in the opening through the mids. So yeah, I think that even gives you a win, especially in hot climates as these. So if you're looking for excellent clone, I think this is a very good alternative. And if I was to recommend a purchase, I would say go with the Amber Oud Carbon, always as the alternative to the Green Irish Tweed. Okay. So that's it for the Green Irish Tweed. Send DNA. Thanks.